Not but the blood. Preseason? I'm going to assume that I meant to say preseason.
Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on last year's national champions, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So SMU's offense will have the ball first. Hands it off. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. But coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Easy.
Looking for a man, it's Newton. Right on target this time. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Mustangs are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's McDaniel. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Pressure coming, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, SMU! And they have the first points of the game.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
So Stanford's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some...
Give me that.
What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The inside handoff. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice move there. Can't get him to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Gets it out quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down.
All right, the offense wanted a 1st down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going through it.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Under fire. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays.
Deep shot for the end zone. He got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it out and putting a drive together. They'll try to pound their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Makes the grab, it's Green. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Snagged in the middle, it's McDaniel.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Oh, they're after him. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Scoreboard.
It's on target and complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Dalton. He's got him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to.
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Newton. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move and looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Stanford! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead.
There he goes to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna look downfield again. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Awesome.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Newton. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very...
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Give to the running back. Across the 10. Touchdown, Stanford! And that one will put him up here in the second half. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Right down the middle. Fires it incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw it.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. There he goes. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Finds his man. It's McDaniel. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grab near the marker. It's McDaniel. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Newton. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These two offenses have been locked in and going back and forth, David.
Been absolutely cooking. I mean, both offenses doing what they want. Now trying to continue this, Jesse, down the stretch, stay on fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now because of the way the other one's playing, so you can't falter. You can't have your service broken. You've got to stay aggressive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Both of these teams working over this scoreboard so far, Jesse.
And I think for the offense on the...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To throw, it's Dalton. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And they can't make the play on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll leave it with him. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. There he goes to the right. He's at the and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Stanford!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 25 to Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's got it along the sideline. Oh, look out on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, SMU.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The give to the single back.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Stanford quickly to the line. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. We're going to
about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Dalton. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. From the gun, give on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Breaks the tackle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.